In this video, let us continue to solve problems based on, well, a problem based on surface areas and volumes of combinations of solids. Here we've got a cone and a hemisphere. The question is this: the solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere. This is a cone that is standing on a hemisphere with both the radii being equal to 1 centimeter. See, 1 centimeter. And the height of the cone is also equal to its radius, which is again 1 centimeter. So the height of the cone is 1 centimeter. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. So we need to find the volume of this entire thing, but not in terms of numbers, but in terms of pi. You know, if it's 2 pi or 2.5 pi or whatever that is. All right. So let us solve the problem. So now, the radius of the cone, let us take it as RC. The radius of the cone is 1 centimeter. And then the height of the cone is also 1 centimeter. And then we've got the radius of the hemisphere. Let us take it as RH, which is also equal to 1 centimeter. We don't need the height of the hemisphere because the formula doesn't need it. So now we need to find the volume of the solid, which is nothing but the volume of the cone plus the volume of the hemisphere, right? So we've got the data here. Volume of the solid equals volume of the cone plus volume of hemisphere. The most important thing to be remembered here is they need it in terms of pi. That means you're not supposed to substitute the value of pi. You're supposed to take the pi as it is. So the volume of the cone is nothing but 1 by 3 pi r square h, but in this case it is rc square hc plus the volume of the hemisphere is nothing but 2 by 3 pi rh cube. It is 2 by 3 pi r cube, but in this case we've taken it as rh to avoid confusion. So now it is 1 by 3 pi. The radius is 1, so therefore 1 square is 1. The height is also 1, so it is times 1 plus 2 by 3 pi. It is again 1. 1 cube is 1. So what we have is 1 by 3 pi plus 2 by 3 pi. The denominators are same, so we can add the numerators. So we've got 1 pi plus 2 pi, which is equal to 3 pi by 3, which is equal to pi. So the volume of the solid in terms of pi, well, the problem is designed in a way for us to get pi. So the answer is pi centimeter cube. A very simple problem. The only thing is, you just have to read the question carefully and follow that, you have to write the answer in terms of pi. So do not substitute the value of pi. So that is what is most important thing. Otherwise, it's another simple problem, which is a combination of a hemisphere and a cone. So all you have to know in the end is the volume and, all the other things like surface area and all those things of the various solids such as cone, hemispheres. If you know that, you can solve the problem. So I'll see you in the forthcoming videos with more problems based on surface areas and volumes of combinations of solids.